Hi, my name is Patrick Bachtor, and this is my at-home TED Talk for my marketing management class. Today I wanted to talk about lobbying and a way we, as consumers, could change the way lobbying is done in the future. The biggest influence in our government is money. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's what makes the world go round. That's for a fact. We depend on money for just about everything. Some would say money is the root of all evil. While I do agree that the want for money can induce a lot of horrible things, money can be used for a lot of good. Since the creation of the First Amendment and our Constitution, lobbying has been protected and is a necessary practice in our government. And while it can be beneficial to our society, it has been more destructive than constructive. The majority of lobbyists today are from big corporations and politicians. Corporations, big politicians have agendas, and they have wants, and they have needs, and they don't put the people first. None of these lobbyists are looking out for the people, but rather for the businessmen who control them, and they use them as tools. So after all, these people are here to make money, and by any means necessary, and if paying off a congressman to sway a decision will make that happen, then there's no option but to oblige. Oftentimes, government officials who are influenced by these companies will, after the fact, be hired by them and work for them as lobbyists. And the cycle continues. They work together in a big money-making machine in a secret club that you aren't allowed in. However, considering the facts, there is a way to take back the influence of our government for the people. Most people today are not involved in politics or any sort of civil service. In fact, most people couldn't even tell you who the heads of state are. We're way too distracted with our technology and care for unimportant issues. Instead, we watch eagerly as we wait for the next big show or movie, or to see what our favorite celebrity is going to do or whatever on social media. But what if there was a way we could take back or inject that sort of stuff back into our sites, using social media and apps and websites? We spend a lot of times on our phones anyways. Why not make it better and get involved in our government? What if there was a way we could fund lobbyists as a whole to help sway these officials in making big differences for us as a people instead of just for corporations and politicians? Why can't we easily open up our phones and look for a bill that we want to support and help fund that bill, or make decisions on that bill, or argue a bill that wouldn't make sense? Together as people, we could probably make a lot of difference instead of just relying on politicians who don't care about us. After all, these decisions affect us directly. Why shouldn't we have a say in the matter? I see a future where we can go into our smartphones or our computers and pitch in funds to help support our ideas in government. The main issue is we as average citizens don't have access to lobbyists. It's not easy to get them and hire them. They require a lot of money. If there was just a medium between us and them, we can hire them to work for us and serve us as people. Something maybe like an app or a website, or like these crowdfunding websites. We can use the same sort of platform to get lobbyists into government and support our ideas and wants and needs. Obviously, with these kinds of things, we need security, and security must be a big factor in creating something like this. But if big tech companies can secure their apps and their websites like a fortress, then so can we. Users should be U.S. citizens, of course. No foreign funding should be allowed. Lobbyists must be registered as lobbyists. And every document has to be publicized. Not a single bit has to be left undercover. Ideas and bills like this can be posted on other social websites. People can comment arguments or support ideas. We can make decisions together. We don't have to rely on other people to make our decisions for us. We're just not paying enough attention. These bills can be opened up, or these ideas can be opened up like any subject on a social media matter. They can have due dates. People have to make a decision before they go down again. They can be reintroduced again, too, by popular vote. With enough support, we can get our ideas to Congress. No doubt about it. We just need to organize. This can be a possibility in our near future. Corporations and politicians should not be the only players in the lobbying business, and lobbying is in fact a business in our government. We just need, maybe if we just made it easier for us to get involved, we can make a real change in our favor, and not in favor of big companies and politicians. This is just something that I think can really change our future, and if we get more involved with it, as technology is becoming more and more involved in our lives, we can use it as a tool to help us instead of allowing us to distract us from the real issues that's going on. I'm Patrick Boktor, and thank you for my TED presentation.